Should you buy a car before tariffs go into effect on April 2nd? Here's what you need to know. First things first, it seems like automakers are actually legitimately scared this time with tariffs going into effect on April 2nd. Nissan's increasing their production even though their dealers already have an oversupply of inventory, and they're threatening price increases across all of their lineup. BMW, Mercedes, and Audi are all also contemplating price increases, and they're already producing more vehicles to try and beat the tariff implementation date. And there was an emergency meeting between Toyota, Honda, and Nissan because they're afraid of what's going to happen after April 2nd. So yeah, the automakers are scared, so does that mean you should buy a car before April 2nd to save money? The super short answer is yes, absolutely. New car prices are going to increase anywhere from $4,000 to $10,000 depending on the analyst. And so yeah, if you're going to buy a new car, you should do it before April 2nd. Now here's the caveat. New car inventory is at the highest level it's been at in years, and so vehicles that are already sitting on dealers' lots, well, those are not impacted by tariffs. However, the new vehicles that come in after April 2nd will be. I know that chart above me is pretty tiny, but what it shows you is the days supply of inventory broken down by brand. On the far left, you have Lexus, Toyota, Honda, and Acura, and those are the brands that have the lowest days supply. That means those manufacturers are going to have the most new cars impacted by tariffs soon because they're not going to have old, aging inventory sitting on their lots. On the other end of the spectrum is Ford, Buick, Dodge, Hyundai, Nissan, and Infiniti. Those brands have an oversupply of inventory, well over 120 days worth of supply of inventory, which means it will take them 4 months to sell out all of the existing vehicles they have on their lots. Obviously, those vehicles that are sitting there right now have not been impacted by tariffs. There will be no price increase. So if you're in the market to buy one of those vehicles that has a high days supply, you likely have a little bit of time before price increases are going to manifest themselves. However, if you're in the market for something like a Lexus and Toyota, you only have about a month before the inventory turns over, and those dealers are now selling the tariffed inventory that they had to purchase. So yeah, now more than ever before, it's really important to understand how long a vehicle has been sitting on a dealer's lot. After April 2nd, if the vehicle's brand new on their lot, the dealer might try and ask for more of a price increase, and hell, the manufacturer may even increase the invoice price to the dealership. If the vehicle's been sitting on the dealer's lots for weeks or months, especially as we move into May, June, and July, well then you know it wasn't impacted by the tariffs. And as a friendly reminder, you can see how long a vehicle's been on a dealer's lot, like this 2023 Dodge Charger that this dealership has had for 434 days on caredge.com, 100% for free.